Welcome to Bon Appetit, where we make all of your dreams in the kitchen come true. Fall is well and truly upon us this week, and so I'm going to try my hand at some apple butter. I've seen some recipes floating around that use a different technique than Grandma would to try and accelerate the process, so let's do that. If you'll see what I've prepared for us today, I started with about 12 Granny Smith apples and maybe 8 Fiji apples. And the first thing I did was I juiced about 12 of the apples, and then I diced about 6 of the apples. So that's about a 2-to-1 ratio, I guess. The recipes on this are very vague because you never know how juicy your apples are going to be until you cut them or start juicing them. Or at least I didn't know. Maybe there's a way to tell from the outside. I'm just not aware of it. So our spice lineup for this apple butter is going to be 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of clove, and 1/4 teaspoon of ground allspice. And that should be a nice balance. I might not use all of that cinnamon, because we'll see how much product this is actually going to create. As far as tools and materials, this recipe is said to require a heavy bottom saucepan and an immersion blender, both of which I happen to have. So we're going to start by putting all of that apple juice into your saucepan. And I'm just going to add juice, half of a lemon, about 1/4 of a lemon's worth of juice. I'm going to put this on high heat until it comes to a boil. I'm going to reduce the heat and then boil it down by half of its volume. So we'll see you then when that's complete. It should take about 15 minutes, maybe? I don't know, let's find out. Okay, so I've been gradually stirring this as it cooks. You see I've got it just above medium heat on the dial. I've got it at a 6 out of 5. And we've been boiling it uncovered, and it's reduced by half of its volume. And you can see it's almost getting stretchy. Can you see the stretch? Anyway, now's the time to add these apples. Everybody coated in that liquid. We're going to bring this back to a boil and simmer this for another 15 minutes or so until these apple skins are soft. We've taken our apples off the heat. You can see there's still a little bit of moisture in the bottom. I've let these cool for just a minute for my own safety. So I learned my lesson on the potato soup episode. If you'd like to catch our potato soup episode, I'll leave a link above. And so my objective here is to blend this all down into a puree, into a paste. I want no chunks left whatsoever. So let's go in. Hey Carrie.
Uh-huh.
What do you get when you throw a green apple into the Red Sea?
No idea.
A wet apple. Did I say that right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, we've got our apple butter. We've pureeified it. You'll see we've got a nice, almost creamy peanut butter-like consistency here. So I'm going to put it back on the heat at about medium. I'm going to add our spices. And because of the volume of what we've got in our product, because of the amount of volume of our product, I'm going to use all of that cinnamon after all. And once your spices are blended in, you're going to get that nice dark caramel color you're looking for. And as this continues to cook down and reduce, you're going to get an even darker caramel color from the apples. You'll see.
It smells good.
But this is where it really needs babysitting. You don't want to walk away from it at this time because it'll burn to the bottom of your pan or it will caramelize really quick. So we're just going to reduce this one more time, and that should take about maybe 10 or 15 more minutes. I continued to reduce the apple butter down to about a toothpaste consistency where at medium heat it was starting to scald, and so I pulled it off the heat immediately, of course, and this is where we are. This is our apple butter. good balance of spices. The tartness of the apple still comes through. You've got a nice caramelized richness of the apple sugar. Let us know how this goes for you at home in the comments below and any recipes you'd like to see us make in the future. Feel free to hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time. God bless. We're on. Are we on?
Mm-hmm.
Hot set. Got a hot set, everybody.
Yeah, we do.
How does our spread look?
Pretty hot.
I'm supposed to remember to make more eye contact with the camera this time.
Yes.
Normally what I do is say a few words and then get you out of my face.
Mm-hmm.
Like our wedding day.
Oh,
What I meant to say was...
Witness. Oh, yeah. I'm forever in your face.
Witness. Objection, Your Honor.
We had a vow.
This recipe is going to call for a heavy body sauce. A heavy body bottom saucepan. Gonna need a saucepan. I reckon you're gonna need a new lawnmower blade. I aim to kill you with it.
Okay.
What, have you ever seen Sling Blade?
Glad this is recording.
Why? Hey, Carrie.
Yeah?
Why do I like apples better than pears?
I don't know. Why?
I don't know. I just like apples butter.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's because they have more appeal. Like our last episode, apple puns are ripe for the picking.
Gotcha.
Welcome back to Bon Appetit, where people like all this weird stuff. Look, there's a cat. Look, there's a moth. Look, it's raining outside. So, I continued to reduce that apple butter down until it started to act different. I continued to Mr. President, I continued to